Yeah, and I'd begin by saying, you're right. The Bible has caused so much damage. In many ways, it's often been an agent of dragging everything backwards. And it hasn't participated in the ongoing evolution of humanity. It's been a voice for primitive, outdated, violent, barbaric forces. I mean, even in our culture right now. So I'm aware that in 2017 to put out a book with the word Bible in it, for many people, just the word is like, seriously, come on.
Right.
And actually, I think part of my work has been, to me, that's an injustice. And part of it is showing people what you were told wrong. And most people aren't reading it well. From the hardcore right-wing religious to the hardcore against the Bible, most of them are reading it as fundamentalists and missing what's really going on here.
Reading it as literal is what you mean.
They're almost like reading it and going, you either have to believe it literally is true, or you have to deny that it literally happened that way. And both
and you're wrong.
Are a misunderstanding. The biologist, who's like, all you faith people are idiots, and the hardcore conservative fundamentalist, who's like, well, you're going to burn in hell, are all actually reading this book differently. So what you were saying, I think, is so helpful. The Bible was written by real people in real places at real times. So you start there. People wrote stuff down.
That's it.
And what's really interesting, like, the Bible was written on 3 different continents over 1,500 years by like 40 different authors.
1,500 years.
Yeah. So this wide span of time. And a lot of things that are in the Bible were oral traditions. They were stories you told around the campfire to make sense of things. What does it mean to be a man? What does it mean to be a woman? How do you forgive? What if you've suffered abuse? What if your nation, what if your family have been the victims of injustice and you're owned by bitterness? And you know, if I don't forgive, I'm going to be consumed with this hatred. How do you do that? I mean, these are the questions humans have been asking for thousands of years. If you're an American and you are a citizen of the most dominant global military superpower that humanity has ever produced, no wonder you would miss some of the central themes of this book. Because it's the original Rage Against the Machine. It's the original Bernie Sanders. Because this book is essentially from a small group of people saying, when you abuse your power, when there's a growing gap between rich and poor, there's even a line in the Psalm, some trust in chariots, but we trust in God. But in the Psalm, we in the modern world, we're the ones with the chariots. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I would bet for a lot of your listeners and viewers, the reason why the Bible was so misread is they grew up in a system that had to spiritualize this. It had to make it about what happens when you die. Because if you start reading the book as it actually came to us, these ancient letters and poems and stories, it's going to raise really provocative questions about you and the system that you're in. And people don't want to do that.